Hi, everyone. Welcome to True Life Dream Team Chat on a Tuesday. I'm Brianna Engel, Superstar Director of Scented Dreamers.
I'm Alex Erickson, Star Director of True Life. I'm a Dream Chaser.
And here's
And this
Carson.
is my son, who needs to go to bed.
Okay, so lucky for her, I have to start this out. So tonight we're talking about this idea of never being Scentsy naked, okay? Like we gotta make sure that we stay covered up, right, with our Scentsy stuff. And so I'm gonna be talking about that, being Scentsy naked. What does it look like to go out into the world, like Erica was talking about, going out where you go and having Scentsy on you, and or being prepared to have conversations about sensing. What does it look like to be an informed and confident consultant? Okay, so one of the first things that I wanted to touch on in that topic is the idea of branding, right? Super simple way to go out there and not be Scentsy naked, to get people talking or to get people asking questions about maybe the shirt that you're wearing, or for them to notice that you're wearing a Scentsy hat or your Scentsy shirt. Maybe they're going to notice that you're a consultant and they're going to ask you a question. Like, do you still sell Scentsy? I've gotten that a lot, like especially at a grocery store. I don't go grocery shopping anymore. Actually, I do Instacart, so I don't meet people in the grocery store anymore. But when I do go out into the world today, I went to Target. I'm wearing my Wax Mama shirt. And branding is such a fantastic way for you to have the opportunity to open up conversations about your Scentsy business by simply just wearing what you wear, right? And so having a hat, having a shirt, having a backpack, having a cup, having something that identifies you, and it doesn't have to say, I'm a Scentsy consultant. Here's my QR code right here on my shirt. Like, it doesn't have to be like that, right? There are shirts that Scentsy used to have. Oh, actually, my favorite shirt that Scentsy ever did was the Frenchie warmer. And it said, pardon my Frenchie.
Yeah.
And it was so cute. And it just had a picture of the Frenchie warmer. And it's like, that shirt got so many compliments.
Yeah,
and it's
sure.
like, it was a fun play on words, and it was the warmer. And so it sparks conversation, right? So many good shirt options out there with different vendors and things like that. But just the idea of making sure that you are going out and you're branding your business, okay? Erica was talking about she loves cheetah print. And so even incorporating the things that you love, like leopard print, cheetah print, those kinds of things are really awesome too, because people will get to know you not just by your Scentsy business, but by the things that you love, okay? Like I have shirts with Highland cows on them, and people just know, like, oh, yep, she loves Highland cows. There she is in her shirt again, you know? So going out, no, it's okay. Going out and wearing your business in some form or fashion is a fantastic way to spark those conversations, to invite people to ask questions, to invite people to wonder if you're a Scentsy consultant, right? But with that, you guys, it would be a miss for you if you were wearing the Scentsy clothes and somebody's like, are you a Scentsy consultant? And you're like, yeah, yes, I am. I love my business so much. And they're like, cool. Do you have a catalog? And you're like, no, I don't. Oh, do you have a business card? No. I can text you if you want, you know. That's where we have to be prepared with our business, right? We can't walk into the world saying, I'm a Scentsy consultant, and not be prepared to give people the necessary information so that they can support our business, right? There have been times, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, there have been times where I have been naked as a Scentsy consultant. I have walked into the world and somebody has said something to me and I'm like, shoot, I don't have anything, right? And it's quick thinking, it's being able to think on your feet when that happens, right? And, you know, offering to add them to your VIP or getting their number so you can text them, like those kinds of things might work out well. But the best case scenario is that if you do have something on you that you can give them, okay? So that they have something tangible in their hands. However, I will preface this by saying that what I prefer to do, if I can, I will gladly hand over a scent circle and or my business card or something. But what I actually would prefer is to get their information, because I want the ball in my court. I don't want them to be like, oh, sweet, thank you so much. and they throw it in their purse and then they forget about it. And now it's 6 months later and they're cleaning out their purse and oh, there goes my business card, right? I want the ball in my court because it's my business and because I care and because that person is busy and we forget, right? So I want to be able to have their information and I want to be able to text them the next day and be like, hey, Stacy, I, ran into you at the grocery store. I just wanted to follow up with you. Quick story. On my way to Missouri for the SSD retreat that I went to a couple months ago, I was on a plane with a gentleman I wasn't just on a plane.
I never even heard this story.
Yeah, I wasn't just on a plane with a gentleman. Okay, let me start over. I was on a plane with a lot of people. Okay, I was on a plane with a lot of people, okay? And I ended up sitting next to two men. I was in the middle. One guy was super nice. He was sleeping most of the time. The other guy, I finished my book super fast. And so he sparked up a conversation about me reading. And so then we were talking about our lives and stuff. And he was asking what I do for a living. And I said, I sell Scentsy. I'm part of a fragrance and home decor business and it's consultant based. And so he had like no idea what that was. He was like, oh, do you make the stuff? I'm like, do I look like I make the stuff? Like, no, I don't make the stuff. Like, I just sell it. Like, there's a company in Idaho that makes it. Anyways, so we started talking. He was like super intrigued, talking about life and whatever. And so I was like, yeah. And he's like, well, I have this house and I would love to have like something that smells good. I used to use candles, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, totally, for sure. I was like, we have warmers and wax. And I said, he's like, oh, do you bring Scentsy with you when you go places? I said, yeah, actually I do. So I pulled out my purse and the first thing I found was my hand cream. So I put on my hand cream and I let him smell. And he's like, oh yeah, that smells really nice. And then I was digging a little bit more and I had a travel twist in my purse that I was taking with me to be able to use on my trip. But I was like, you know what? You can have this. And he was like, it smells really good. And so I was like, my information's inside of there if you want to order. And he's like, yeah, I want to order like $100 worth of stuff for my house. And I'm like, great, cool. So we were like talking, warmers, wax. I was like, can I get your number? And I'll text you a virtual catalog so you can look for it because I didn't have a catalog on me. I was going to a Scentsy event. So I texted him, I got his number. He's like, yes, message me on Monday. I'm going to place an order. I'm like, cool. Like that was a great interaction. He was so nice. Texted him on Monday. Nothing.
Dang it.
I got nothing. Okay. I got ghosted, left on red. I don't even think he read it, but I'm ghosted. Okay. Do I have regrets? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
I have zero regrets. Why? Because we had good conversation. It wasn't just about Scentsy. I was happy to give him the $7 travel twist. I hope that it made his luggage smell good. I hope that, he remembers that he stole. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm
not mad at all.
No, I'm not. But it was such a good interaction, right?
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I know that I presented my business well. And the biggest part of that, I was not Scentsy naked, right? I was not having a conversation with a person who was intrigued about my business and had nothing to show for it, right? I want to be able to give people an experience, and especially people who don't know what Scentsy is, right? It is in your best interest to be able to, like Erica said in the beginning, right? Our business is about smelling stuff. It's smelling is believing in this business. So being able to give somebody that experience right there in person, to be able to watch their reaction as they smell it, like to be able to get their feedback, that's money right there. That is money. So make those opportunities available to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Have Scentsy on you. Back in the day, we used to just talk about throwing wax samples in your purse. Like that was kind of just the thing. We would staple our business cards to them, and you can absolutely still do that. That's a fantastic thing to do. You can do felt samples, whatever works for you in the seasons, but having something for people to be able to smell, bless you, Taryn. Having things for people to be able to smell and to have something tangible for somebody to walk away with is a really great business move. Okay. And it can be as simple and as cost effective as a sample. Okay. It doesn't have to be a scent circle if that's not what you can afford, or a car bar or a travel twist. Like that's not necessary, but I do recommend being able to give something. And I would also, and this is scary, right? Like getting their information, that might take some practice. You may not be able to do that the first few times. But it is so, I think it's just really beneficial to have the ball in your court. And ways that I approach that conversation, like with the gentleman, I said, you know what? I'm going to be out of town. I don't want to forget. Can I just get your number? I'm going to send you the digital catalog, give you the weekend to look over it. Boom, I have his number, right? So if I'm giving somebody if I'm giving a sample to somebody that I just met, I would just say, hey, I would love to know what you hear of that sample. Can I get your number and I'll text you tomorrow and see what you thought about it after you smelled it again when you get home, right? It's simply just looking for feedback. If that person texts me or ghosts me or whatever, if they text me and tell me they hate it, cool, it's okay, right? But I want to be able to be in control of that conversation initially. Okay. So when I'm out and about, literally, I have scent circles in my car. Alex is going to show you her really cool car get up that she's got. Okay. Because she's got an awesome one. But for me, I literally have just scent circles in my little console of my car. Okay. And I give them out, like Erica was saying, again, at Dutch Bros, at coffee shops, things like that, drive-throughs. I give them out on the regular. But in my purse, when I'm walking through Target, okay, or I'm out in my parking lot and my license plate literally says Scentsy and somebody asks about it, I'm able to give them one of these two things in my purse, or maybe both, depending on how the conversation goes, right? So I have a couple of scent circles. It does not matter if they're current, doesn't matter, whatever. Doesn't matter the scent, okay? I have scent circles from Sun-Soaked Petals. Doesn't that sound like such a warm, folly scent? And then I have business cards, okay? I have like my little square business cards that also has a QR code on the back. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, okay? This is just what I carry around in my purse. I do have hand cream, actually, maybe. Yes, I do have hand cream in here. So, you know, if I'm sitting, I do this on the plane every time, you guys. If I'm sitting on the plane next to somebody, I'm like, sorry if you don't like smells, because I'm literally lathering up as we speak. Like, like I do that for, well, like I don't like dry hands, but like I do it for a reason, right? Because they're gonna be like, what's that smell? What? Why does that smell so good? I'm like, oh, it's just my hand cream. It's Scentsy. And they're like, what's Scentsy? And I'm like, oh, okay, hold on, you know, and then you get ready, right? And so, and that's the other thing. Okay, so having something on you to be able to give, that is important. And I think that everybody should have something to be able to give. Your business card with a sample, a scent circle, whatever you can do, have something on you in your purse, in your pocket if you want, I guess. But the last part of this that I want to make sure, because this is where first impressions can be so vital, okay? You can have nothing on you. You can be approached by somebody. You could be having a conversation in the grocery line. You've got on your Leonard Skinner t-shirt and a pair of leggings and your hair's a mess and you've got no Scentsy on you because you just grabbed your debit card and you're waiting in line to buy some tomatoes and somebody's like, hey, blah, 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 and you guys are talking and they're like, what do you do? And you're like, I sell Scentsy. I actually look like a homeless person, but I sell Scentsy, you know, and you start having a conversation about it. But the thing is do you know how to have a conversation about what you do? Do you know about the 30, what is it? The elevator
your elevator pitch.
So that's the time that you spend in the elevator going from one floor to the next. Can you tell somebody efficiently what you do for work, right? Doesn't have to be perfect and it shouldn't feel like it's memorized, but are you able to efficiently tell somebody what your business is, right? And so I always like to say that I work for Scentsy, a fragrance and home decor company. Have you heard of it? I always like to turn it back on them so then they have to answer the question, right? Because then that also gauges how far in this conversation I'm going to go, because I've had many people tell me, no, I've never heard of Scentsy. What is that? Who's never heard of Scentsy? That's wild to me, but it's true. There are people walking around you every single day who have never heard of this company, right? So then what's your response? If they say, I've never heard of it, what is it? No, you got to know what you're going to say, right? And you got to be confident in it. There have been times where I've been caught off guard and I came off totally not confident about what I do. What do you do? I'm like, well, I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I also like am in direct sales. Like,
Yeah.
why? Why do we do that? Like, do not dumb down your business for anybody. Do not dumb it down. Do not walk into those conversations with an ounce less of confidence than you deserve, right? Because it's in that moment that people are either going to be intrigued and be like, wow, she must really love what she does. I'm kind of curious about this. Used to be candle person, but maybe like wax and warmers is the way to go. You can literally convince somebody to change their entire lifestyle in a 5-minute conversation if you approach it the right way.
Mm-hmm.
But the opposite direction, you could be like, la, 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 here's my business card. Can I get your number? And they're like backing away slowly, right? So, and
Yeah.
anywhere in between. And I don't want to freak you guys out, but the truth is that first impressions are important and you are in complete control of your reaction. But I will tell you that doing it often is the best way to get confident. It's the best
Yep.
way to learn how to have those conversations. It's the best way to be comfortable telling people what you do, right? Put yourself in positions where that just comes up, right? So you're standing in the grocery store line and you're like, I've got my Scentsy hat on and my Scentsy shirt and I've got the samples ready, but nobody's talking to me. Cool. Turn around to the person behind you and be like, hey, how's your day going?
Yep.
Or, hey, you look familiar. Like, do you live here? And then you know how to always get somebody to ask what you do for a living? Ask them first. Hey, what do you do for a living? They're going to be like, blah, blah, blah. What do you do? Boom.
Yep.
Intro Scentsy, right?
Yep.
That is the best way to start the conversation. Nobody's having a conversation with you. You start the conversation. Do it as often as possible.
Yep.
Okay. Being confident, being a valuable Scentsy consultant, right? Go into the world with confidence and with a level of comfort and a no limit value on your business and who you are as a consultant.
Yep.
Right? You bring value to the table. Be prepared to answer questions about our products. Right? If somebody says, "Oh, I've got toddlers, and I just don't want hot wax and all that stuff." Boom, what are you going to say? Right? Are you going to tell them that our wax doesn't get super hot? Are you going to say we have other means of fragrances like pods, which are no heat, no mess? Right? Oh, I don't like wax and warmers. Cool, we have diffusers. Have you seen those? They're beautiful, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have to think about where the conversation may go and bring your value and your knowledge to the table, right? And above all this, be proud of your business. Be excited about what you do, right? Because people can tell. People can tell if you may think in your heart that you love it, or you may be, like, I do really love my Scentsy business, but and people will be able to see that though. Oh yeah, I do Scentsy, but I'm actually just a stay-at-home mom. Like, y'all, like, give yourself credit.
Yep.
Make sure you're approaching these conversations with the right mindset. That doesn't mean you always have to be on. That doesn't mean like, I've definitely walked away from conversations being like, that was not my best moment.
Right.
For sure. And it happens, okay? But we learn from it. But just know that, like, again, Erica was talking about networking. Every time you go out into the world, it's a potential to network with somebody. And yeah, no, it may not always turn into a customer, but man, it feels good to be kind to somebody. Feels good to connect with people,
Mm-hmm.
right? So don't second guess yourself. Don't think twice about those conversations. Know who you are, know what you bring to the table, know what this business represents, and just go out and do your thing.
Yeah.
And be prepared. Be prepared. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah, because when you're prepared,
yeah,
and the opportunity presents, you have the perfect opportunity to shine and really build off of that.
Failing to prepare is preparing to fail.
Yes.
I love that quote.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. And also, like, start where you are and use what you have and do what you can and know that you're learning along the way. And every time you have a conversation, it's a learning opportunity for the next conversation you have. Okay. Even if you completely blow it and you're awkward and your heart's pounding and it was just totally outside of your comfort zone, that's okay. It's okay to do things scared. It's okay to stumble as you do them, even knowing that you're growing along the way. Okay. So, it's easy to talk about, but
Yeah.
sometimes
Oh.
doing it is you pump the brakes a little bit.
Yep.
So let me just encourage you to do it scared.
Mhm.
I remember, and even still, like sometimes I get nervous to like be the one to like bring it up. But the more often you do it and the more confident that you are, really the conversations can become a very organic opportunity for a great friendship, right?
Right.
You could meet someone that could become your best customer or your next teammate, or even referrals for in your community or in your business. So just always walk into these opportunities prepared and with those business goggles on, you guys, because the opportunities are everywhere. Okay. Okay, so I just wanted to do a visual show of my mobile office. I actually just restocked it today because it had dwindled down. This is a super fun seat back car organizer. I was looking, the brand is called High Road, and you can get them on Amazon. Oh, it wasn't linking my list. I will share my Amazon list tomorrow. I linked it, but I also, if you just search car organizer, I saw a $5 one that looks really cute. It's smaller, but it would still work. Okay. So I got this for Christmas. It has lots of pockets. I don't have it super filled because I actually use this for like real life as well. Like I have a huge
Carson's Nuggets.
Yeah, Carson's kids meals sometimes. I have a huge water bottle that doesn't fit in my seat, and so it fits in here. So I didn't want to fill it up too much, but I wanted to show you what I have in here. So I have some product brochures. This is just for like if the opportunity presents itself and I'm out and about and Scentsy comes up, I can give them something tangible to look through. Also, what I've done once or twice before, and I've seen people do it as well, is when you go to Target or something, in your back windshield wiper, you can put like one or two of these, right? And maybe even put a sticker that says "Take me." So then, like when people are walking by, if they know what Scentsy is, like why not? Why not just grab it? Okay.
I
Better
would not grab something off of somebody's car. I mean, if you put a stick.
Yeah, but if you know what Scentsy is, if you see the logo, right, and
Yeah.
there's a sticker that says "Take me." I don't think it's like too crazy.
I hope that people take it. I just feel like if I looked at it, I'd be like, oh, it's for somebody else.
I'd
Like,
say shoot your shot,
yeah,
honestly.
shoot your shot.
Like, what do you, I mean, if no one takes them, then you just take them right back into your car.
Right.
Okay.
Love
You can't
that.
hurt. Okay. I also have a few catalogs in here. This would be for more like serious conversations where they're maybe not familiar with Scentsy, but it seems interested, or maybe they love Scentsy. They haven't had a catalog in a while. Okay. So I wanted to put a few in. Note that I'm not putting a ton of these in because I can fill them as things go. Okay. Or as they, are deplenished. I also have a notebook in here just in case like I meet someone or I need to take notes about something, or say I have a customer that's like, hey, can you do this for me? And I need to write a note. Okay, I just have a notepad and a pen. We're all adults. They are necessary. Also, I have product sheets folded. This would be for needing a scent circle and putting it in here, right? Or writing a note and putting it in here for them. So I just have them folded up so they're ready to go with whatever I add in there. And then I have scent circles. To me, scent circles are the thing I give out the most as far as my mobile office goes. I hand them out all the time. I also keep them in my purse as well. Anywhere like drive-throughs, any service thing, it's nice to just grab and go. Okay. Also I put, sorry.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm good.
Also, I put some light bulbs in here just because you never know if you're going to have a conversation with someone. They're like, oh, I love Scentsy. I need to get some light bulbs. You can be like, oh my gosh, like I have a light bulb for you. Okay. So I just have a variety of light bulbs in here. I also put my hand cream. Okay. I do this for a few reasons. One, I love our hand cream. Two, on Tyson's bed, I think. Two is because like it smells really good when I'm putting on. People are like, oh, it smells good. Thanks. Do you want some? It's my Scentsy hand cream. Okay. Also, like as a business owner, like sometimes you have to talk about products, right? And having something here available all the time, like will remind me, like snap a picture of it and put it on my Instagram, right? So maybe not about like handing stuff out, but just having it close by to be able to market it. Okay. Also, what would be really perfect in here is a Scentsy Go.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Not only to make my car smell amazing when I go through the drive-through and maybe give them a scent circle, but again, to remind myself, hey, like talk about Scentsy on the go, talk about these on the go products. Okay. So Scentsy Go would be good in here. And then I also have a room spray. This is not, this is again, like to be prepared or to create the curiosity. Like say I'm about to pull up at the McDonald's window to buy my kid a McNugget kids meal and I haven't changed my scent circles and I don't have my Scentsy Go on, I can like spray this real quick. Okay. And
or when they open the window, you just spray them in the face.
at a red light, just
Yeah.
spray it outside. Okay. Waitlist.alex.com. Okay. Okay. On a much lighter note, this will create that like, oh, what is that? That smells so good. Right? Cashmere and corduroy, girl.
No, it's winterberry apple tea.
Oh, it's winterberry apple tea. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because I didn't want to put, I think winterberry apple tea is much more car friendly. Erica says she does that too. So it's like, yeah, like the pressure is on. The pressure is on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're about to go up to someone who doesn't know you, who might not ever know Scentsy, but you could just like hit them with a scent bomb in the best way. Okay. So this is just things that you could have with you to keep yourself prepared. And again, this is just sitting in my front seat. And so I always see it. So
That'd
it's
be
a really
cool if we
great
had scent
reminder.
bombs.
Yeah.
You know,
would.
like
Yeah. put it
companies
in your
coming
fun
over
mail.
and you have like a bomb and you just like throw it.
Yeah.
And it's like a grenade and it just goes off and makes your whole house smell good. That'd be
So
awesome.
I actually do spray my room sprays outside. So
Does that surprise anybody?
no. So
I love this.
I love my mobile office.
You forgot. There's
Oh
gum
yeah,
in
and
here.
there's gum and sticky notes
Yeah.
and you know receipts that will eventually be in there. But this is really cool. It's sturdy.
Forget your
it just
card.
puts on- oh yeah, just take it with me
Just
everywhere I
put it around
go.
your neck.
So this mobile office, it helps me be prepared. Again, I have scent circles in my purse and I have business cards in my wallet and I have some like skin samples would be really good, especially if you're going to have the hand cream in there. Some skin samples would be really good, but I want to echo Brianna's statement to like you try to get their information because as business owners that is the most responsible and likely way that you're going to get something from it.
Right.
Instead of just like waiting for everyone to come to you, which also like Erica said, if they don't, we're still getting our name out there. We're still raising awareness for Scentsy. And should they ever need a Scentsy consultant, you know, they could search us and hopefully find us or find whatever we gave them, but at least we're increasing the brand awareness as well. So hopefully these tips were helpful for you guys.